What up, wide receivers? Coach Mags here, and today I'm going to teach you how to use the single move release to beat press. I'm going to teach you how to set it up and what it should look like when you're practicing it. All right, but before we get into this, please feel free to give me a like, comment, subscribe. It would mean the world to me. All right, I want to make this my full-time job. I want to just break down film, teach you how to be a better wide receiver. That is my goal. All right, and you can help me get there, so I'd really appreciate that. So now let's get into the video. So I'm just going to play it. We're going to watch the receiver, watch the release. You're going to see, all right, the things that we like and see how open we get off of it. All right, so notice how much separation we get right off the release. If you can do that consistently as a receiver, you're going to be pretty good as long as you can catch the ball, right? So if we can get this open consistently, all right, some really, really good things will happen for us, right? We'll get closer to those goals, whatever goals that we have. All right, so let's talk about what coaching points we can take from this that are going to help us when we try to execute these single move releases. All right, now, and I'm actually going to go one of these days, record myself, all right, doing these releases, showing you kind of my teaching points and how I would do it. But in this example, the receiver starts by just bringing their back foot, that right foot, and acting like they're going fade, all right, which I do also when I'm doing my releases and teaching my releases, but I first start off with a split rather than getting right into it, but it's the same thing because you're going to see the receiver. This is the main coaching point. When you work this move, when you're working anything like this, the key is that your head and your knee and your foot are essentially connected, all right? Because if you do this move and you're only bringing your foot, right, and your knee and your head stays, it's not going to work. Or if you barely take a step, right, your head's right here, you barely take a step inside, right there, it's not going to work. It's not going to move the defender. But as you can see in this rep, because the receiver really threatens, right, the outside, really takes a hard step, the DB kind of overcommits, right? That's a bit exaggerated. Most DBs won't do that. But, I mean, here it works very well. But regardless, if you can really exaggerate, really make it seem like you're going for the fade to start or releasing outside, it's going to help you at least freeze the defender, right? Or make him take that step, or even like this, where they overcommit. So it's important to make sure that when you, like, don't be impatient. Too many times I see receivers that are impatient. They take a really tiny step. But if you are patient, and you truly exaggerate and threaten the DB, making them think that you're going outside, that'll get them to turn hips, right? Or like I said, at least slow them down or just take that step to give you a little bit of separation, all right? So that's the key, all right? And again, I'm going to record a video of myself doing this soon, so look out for that. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it, all right? But this is a really good example of how to use a single move release in order to beat the DBs off the line, all right? And of course, you want to use this after you've ran a few fades or you're releasing outside or maybe an out, whatever it is, right? This is super important to know how to do. That way you can pair your other releases, all right, with the single move in order to get really open right off the line. Because like I said, if you can do that, really good things will happen, right? We just got to catch the ball, all right? So that is how you run a single move release.